Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to have a look at this BSA A65 Lightning. It's the Lightning model because it's got the twin carbs on it. Customer called me up and said, can I recommission this, get it back on the road? I'm not sure how long it's been off the road. He inherited it when a friend passed away. So it looks all together. He had told me that another garage had replaced the spark plugs and got it to fire up by spraying some sort of fluid in directly into the mouth of the carburetors. I haven't attempted at starting it at all yet. I thought I'd check, have a look over it, and assess what actually needs doing. So like I say, generally it's not too bad. Obviously it's got patina, as we call it nowadays. It's been used. I had noticed one thing: there's quite a lot of silicone sealer around the rocker cover. That might be because someone just couldn't be asked to put the gasket on there, didn't have one. But I'm going to make a note of that. Rocker gasket. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a shopping list, because I'm doing a stall. Well, I'm taking a couple of bikes up to the Somerset Auto Jumble on Saturday, and whilst I'll be there, I'll be looking for parts for various bikes. I might need to pick up some fork seals for the matchless that's on the other bench. Don't often do British bikes, but at the moment I've got two in. This one also looks like the fork seals need doing, but I also need fork gaiters. Generally, it's not in bad condition. The front tyre, well, that can't be the right. They've got what's called a dot. Yeah, it's DOT and it's hidden right behind. DOT. They have a mark on them. They should have a date on them somewhere. I thought I saw one on this when I was looking at it. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to. The tyre itself, no, it does feel a bit bad. I think we're going to replace that. It's got, they're not Acron rims, but they've got the alley rims fitted with the extra ribber down the side, which was a classic thing from the 70s, 60s and 70s. That's a much more modern rectifier regulator. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a note, go and check what it says on the DVLA. Yeah, let's go and pop upstairs onto the computer and check what it's got on the DVLA website. So let's pull up the DVLA vehicle information. There it is, top one. I've used this website loads of times. Put on my anti-blue glare. I'm staring at these bloody computers all the time and trying to keep my eyesight as best as possible. Right, we have oh no, I don't have those things. See what they say on DVLA. Alright, BSA red. Yeah, sounds about right. Yes. Alright, there we go. So, first date taxed. Okay. So I suppose because it doesn't need an MOT. Registration May 1967. 650. Yeah, we knew that. Year of manufacture 67. 654. Petrol, red, 2-wheel. That's that. Check MOT history on vehicle. I doubt there's going to be one, but I'll have a quick look. So what were we again? 402E. MOT has expired. Oh, so it does have. Oh, expired in 2000. MOT history. Expired in 2007. So that was, we're in 2005, that was 18 years ago. Yeah, it was the last time it had anything. I assume that was the last time it was on the road. October 2007 to October 2008. Okay, so we've got a date of manufacture. Let's go down. I think first job, really. Assuming someone else has turned it over and put the new sparks on there. Check that the sparks are still there. Might even get the external fuel tank and try and put some fuel in. Yeah, right, let's go back down to the bench. Right, and with my great video editing skills, I had done a whole video series, a couple of videos on taking the carbs off the bike and stripping them down, checking them out, but I somehow got the wrong settings on there, so they weren't readable. Anyway, this morning I took the bike off of the bench and placed it out here, and I don't know whether you can see, but there's some oil dripping out. This didn't show up on the bench, but the oil looks quite a horrible colour. I'd assumed that the previous cameras had checked it, but should not and never assume anything. So I'm going to go back on the bench. I'm going to drain the oil out. As I said, I'm off to the auto jumbo at the weekend, so I can get some probably straight 30 to go in there, so I'll have to have a check. But yeah, she's going to go back on the bench now, and we're going to drain some oil out of her. Okay, so now the bike's back on the bench, and the oil tank's up here, which actually has a drain, but it runs, the pipes run down and in under here, which I'm going to try and drain it from there. But I've also noticed the sump here, so let's see what's in the bottom of the engine first. Oil, like I say, looked pretty contaminated. So let's see, get that. Oh, that's not great. The nut has just sheared off, and yeah, the brass head of that bolt was just sheared off. Well, I already got the socket ready to slacken this, so I'm gonna I assume there's one there. Let's undo them by hand. There's a spring washer there as well. Got that. Let's get this sump off. There's another drain there. Probably find that this is stuck on, it'll be held on with the gasket or with silicone or something like that. I think I might just grab a full gasket set on like the auto jumble, because there's quite a few gaskets on it need replacing. Pull that bolt out of there. Get that washer out. Spring washer out. Now that is on there quite solid. A bit of blue cloth on there. Wipe the worst of it off. Oh yeah, I can see a big lump of silicone around that. Right. Yeah. An aluminium kitty thing. Right. Let's go down where that started to move. That has released it a little bit. Tapping it lightly on the side here. Now what I'm going to get something to pry that down with. Where is the okay. Right, so I've got the little prying tool. There we go. Oh. You can see that. I've gone across to one side. You can see it, but yeah, that's like a pretty gooey, horrible. It's almost green. It's like a olive khaki green. Right, I'm going to go over to the other side and pry it down from there. It's all being stuck. Alright, put the cloth down there because that's a yuck. Alright, leave that to drain for a little bit. I'm going to stand that fitting on its edge, so most of the oil comes out of it. It's like, yeah, that's fucking gross. Yeah, look at that, it's been stuck with silicone. Right, and that not a lot better. I'll get the light on it. Yeah, as you can see, I moved the oil container out the way whilst I stood the bike up onto the centre stand, and it's still a bit of oil exiting that gauze. So we'll put a catch tray back under there. The other thing I've noticed, there's another bolt. Looks like a drain bolt there, but it's got another bolt in the middle. No, totally know my way around A65s. More of a jack man. And we'll have a look, see. Get that out. Oh, that I would say is primer oil, because that is quite clean. What I might do is put that one back in whilst I lever. I'll get this gauze out the way. There's a there's a gasket seal around this gauze. It's all held on with silicone. Oh, that's pretty gooey. There we go. Whether that is that going to focus? There we go. I'm gonna spray that into a metal container to see if any of those particles are steel. They don't look that bad. Probably just stuck my head in front of the video as well. Right, let me have a little look. Okay, so we've got some carb cleaner. That didn't shift very much. Maybe that's soaking set. I've got some other one. I've got some carb. Again, this is EGR valve and carb cleaner. This one smelled different, says he, sniffing. Different solvents. Well, they don't look like steel fibres. No, they're not steel fibres. So, and this one's a nylon brush. Take it through from this side, pull all that silicone off. See. Oh, what they are. But it's quite good that they're not floating around inside the engine, let's put it that way. Go through from this side. Gasket's coming off. Another couple of bits. One real stubborn bit right in the middle, just there. And they do the job, and might as well do it properly. Come on, you Unfortunately, the lacquer. That's the only bit of Greek I remember. I was told. Ah, you fucker. Right, that's good. That's clean. Right. Yeah, that's the sump gauze. Oop, there, nice and clean. Wrap that in a bit of blue cloth so it doesn't get mucky again. Put that somewhere safe, or I don't forget it. I'll put it with all the tank fittings. Pull off these random bits of silicone off this gasket, but if I get, well, I'll be looking for a new gasket set, so hopefully I guess get this one in there. Anyway, right, that's that. That's good. Oh. Yeah, no bits of steel. Wondering where those fibres come from. Right, let's go back to draining the oil tank. Right, back on the bench, and basically the oil pipes run down to this fitting up under here, which is right next to the frame. I got a feeling that bolt ain't gonna come out with the engine in the frame. It's certainly done up tight. That's a 1/4 width. Could be a 1/2 inch, or seven eighths. No. That was just a little tray falling over. There we go, 13mm fits on there, nice and snug. So snug, can hardly get it off. Get the 1/4 width now, it's come undone. It looks like a spring washer on that bolt. Keep those last couple of threads on there. And just leave that fitting down. And that, you can see now, that's starting to drain. That should drain the rest. Yeah, you can see it starting to drain into the pan here, the old oil container. I'll leave that to drain. Yeah, and whilst that's doing that, I'll start assembling the carbs. Right, back to the bench.